It took probably 3 or 4 days to actually sink in that this is actually my house, that I actually own it and I belong here and I'm not just crashing in another random apartment. And I think that was when I started hanging curtains that hit. Once I actually started putting stuff on the walls, I think that's when that feeling kind of actually sunk in that, wow, this is actually my place. I moved to my neighborhood because it was a really awesome house that was completely redone. So in 5 years, I would not have to replace the water heater or the furnace. And it was just a beautiful home that I could afford. They had shown me pictures of what it was like when they started, and apparently you could stand in the front door and see sky and yard in the back because there was no back wall, there was no roof. So they took it straight down to the brick and redid everything. The neighborhood is in transition. Park Heights is, I know about 10 years ago, Park Heights was a little scary. It wasn't the best place to be. But there's a lot of places where you can see work being done, a lot of houses that are being remodeled, and there's about 30 houses in the neighborhood that are in the process of being redone. So in the next 5 years, the neighborhood's going to be completely different. New houses are nice, but there's so much character in this city, and a company that works to preserve it is really cool. I mean, it would be a real shame for some of these things, these places, to just kind of disappear. The fact that I can move into a historic home that looks pretty darn cool on the inside, but looks just as cool on the outside, and doesn't look like everything else is neat. I don't want to live in a box. I want to live in a house that has some personality. I'm really excited for the possibility of something like a community garden on a green space, and something that can draw people in and make things a little bit more tight-knit. That'll give us a really good chance to actually get to know each other and do something that's gonna be kind of good for us.